Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand rising, people. Woo! It's a beautiful day today. Did y'all see that storm yesterday? Woo! Where the storms came afoot and all the dark skies came up all of a sudden. I'm sorry they canceled out a Zumba in the park. But I'm not sure if they're gonna have it again today because it's supposed to rain again today and tomorrow. What is going on with all this rain? Gosh. Well, anyway, let nature do its business, handle its business. They know what's best, but they were saying that it's tripping the floodgates again, especially down there in Texas. So with this being said, they know that another storm is heading through. Hopefully people got a chance or will get a chance to move to higher ground this time because they're saying that it's getting ready to flood again down there. And with the 100 people they said is missing, and over 130 already found and presumed, already found, and that's deceased. They're still looking for more. So over 100 people still missing. Wow, that's all I got to say about that. It almost makes me not even want to talk about that fabulous commercial y'all just seen, which was Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. It was about the book, because in that book, the storm clouds are raging, but it's different storm clouds. It's the topsy-turvy storms that we go on in our lives and everything, and all of that good stuff. Honey, the news is I look at the news. I look at a little bit of it, enough to get to know what I'm doing, so to speak, because too much news will make you crazy, because I can't get in all of that politicking, because we fussing and fighting with everybody. And it looks like that the United States is going to assist now. They're going to assist the Ukraine in the war efforts, because per NATO. And it goes like this. NATO sends them all of their weapons, to ante up. And we'll send NATO some of our new weapons and stuff to protect them and ante up. I am more concerned. I'm not even concerned about all of that stuff going on, because there's always something. We fighting with Syria now and all this. Look, it's always something going on. And my personal beliefs that the U.S. needs to stay out of some of that stuff and worry about what's going on here, like the price of tomatoes. Because of the tariffs, I did not know that Mexico supplies 77% of our tomatoes for the U.S. Now, if you're not growing your own, baby, on the vine, that's what I'm going to start doing, getting with people that grow their own stuff. Because when they get import and export out the stores, the prices are going to be so high now because of the tariffs that they're placing on it, to Mexico and all that good stuff. But if you know somebody that grows tomatoes, or could go to your local farmer's market or Amish market, those tomatoes are always so beautiful off the vine that you grow, because you till and care for the soil with love. And it's like when you growing stuff with love, you can see the love through the plants, and all that good stuff comes up and bursting through. I know quite a few people now who's starting to grow their own vegetation, like Big Money Trey. Man, I know at least two more people that said they're doing a pot theory, and I think that's the same thing he was doing, but saying like in the jugs, but pot therapy, because they was growing squash and tomatoes and cucumbers out of the pot versus them, having a bigger garden. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. That gives me hope, even though I'm not supposed to have any plants or vegetation out on where I live, but that gives me hope that other people can do that, grow plants of vegetation on their deck and all of that good stuff. And maybe I can do something, if Misha let me do something in her yard, do a little kindling or kneading the soil, start a little garden. That seems so nice, because we're going to need it, because the prices of vegetation in the grocery stores are getting ready to be astronomical. But without further ado, let me just say good morning to our super producer and to our staff here at the Morning Mac Show. Good morning, Molly Mall, and good morning, Ty Dollar Trey.
Oh, all right. So you just gonna keep adding names every morning. All right, that's fine. I'll take it. What's up?
How everybody
Top of the
feeling this
morning.
morning?
It's a decent morning. I mean,
Baby,
I'm looking into some things, but shit, I mean, no complaints.
I got up super, super early. This morning I was up at 4:30 because my lower back was not a joke. And I was like, oh Lordy. So I got up and tried to poop and do everything that I need to do. I had my coffee to get function and moving. And just when the 8 o'clock hour turned around and hit, I started doing this. I was like, ooh, child is drowsy. Started doing not my head. So I don't know what happened or when I finally nodded out, because I know I had laid down in the bed to try to stretch my lower back out because it was hurting. And they gave me these neat exercises that you do on your bed, laying on your back, that's supposed to help strengthen it. And you just bringing your knees up to you and you're tapping your feet like on the bed, like you have your knees pulled to you and you tapping your feet. And then they had you do some twists and twists. And I was trying to do that to relieve the spasm out of my back versus me taking medicine for the for pain. But it did work eventually. Or I don't know, I just must have fell asleep tapping. I don't know. I had everything done except for the wig. My do wasn't done. So everything was together but the do. So that ain't bad. Because I told DJ Slicky Woo, I was laughing, and he was laughing at me. I said, I ain't trying to go to sleep because if I go to sleep, I don't want to oversleep the show. I don't want to I'll be late. He was like, I'm going to call you. Okay, I'm going to call you. And he hung up on me because I was talking to him. I remember talking to him. And I was still talking because I was dreaming that Michael Epps was my daddy. was my dad. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Michael Epps was my daddy, and he was going to pay for me to have a breast reduction. So you know I was tripping. But
he might be your daddy.
Huh?
Say he your daddy?
Michael, I mean, it was just crazy. It was crazy. Michael Epps had a whole bunch of children. So in the dream, it was just wild. And so I was like, who's that coming up in my daddy house going in his refrigerator? You don't be doing that. You don't go in my, And he was looking at me like, yeah, this other dude who I don't know, looking at me like, yeah. This little biracial boy was looking at me like a teenager. And he was looking at me laughing because he knew who I was. I didn't know who he was. And he was like, I'm your brother. I'm like, oh. So that maybe they saying that my daddy may got a whole bunch of more kids out there that we don't even know about. And we just laughed about it in the dream because I still was my daddy's favorite because I was the first one, the oldest one. And it was just crazy like that. I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't even eat nothing. The only thing I had today was a cup of coffee. Was a cup of coffee. I ain't even got no bananas today. I gotta get me some more bananas. Only thing I had this morning was a cup of coffee.
That's it.
What you say?
Say that's it.
That was it. That was it, and I needed it for the jolt. So usually I eat a banana or a piece of fruit with the coffee this morning, but no. I got to go to the grocery store during a certain time of the month, only because that's when they have good sales on the store. So they ain't got no good sales. I can't go. I gotta wait. I gotta wait till the stuff go on sale. Because I'm on a budget and I gotta wait, and I don't get any food stamps or anything like that. I got a budget and strategically planned out when stuff go on sale. So, but it's okay. I've been cooking and everything. The other day, Sunday, as a matter of fact, I cooked some turkey wings for Todd, and I'm trying to saute cucumbers. Remember, who was I talking to about eating sauteed cucumbers? Was that you, Molly?
No.
How can I other ways to eat cucumbers other than just I didn't want to eat them raw. I wanted to cook them like I do zucchini or squash, and to see if it would be good. So yeah, because I heard of fried green tomatoes. I don't like those. Maybe because I had them. Maybe it's the way they did it or whatever. But I don't know. What you and Trey been up to since yesterday? Couldn't do too much because of the rain, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have nothing going on. I'm looking at different platforms that I can use to solicit my services. I mean, that's what I'm on the computer doing right now. But I mean, Ain't that much really I expect to be jumping off anyone between yesterday and today, really. Um, you know, I don't think nobody had no events they was going to or anything specific, but that's all I'm doing right now.
Other than the yoga in the park with Vicky, and it started raining. The storm came in
Oh,
like
you
at
went to that?
5 o'clock.
You
No,
went
it
to?
stormed. Did y'all
Oh,
see
I was
the
gonna say because I
storm
didn't get a chance to
came
go.
out? It was terrible. Thunderstorm, real bad. And it
Yeah.
started coming in at 5 o'clock. I was talking to my auntie on the phone, and my power went out for a little bit. And
Yeah.
I was a little worried and scared about that because I was like, oh my goodness, how long did the power go out? But it only went out for like 10 minutes. It was back on. And then it blinked again. So I was fortunate it was that. I was like, oh, but yeah, around 5 o'clock, the skies all turned. And it wasn't that gray dark, it was that funny looking orange looking color. So I don't know if the sun was shining through the chrome, the clouds to make it look or because of the time of day it was. But because usually when it gets dark, everything gets gray, right? But for some reason it was still like it looked orange to me. Did y'all notice that? Anybody look at that?
Nah, I ain't paying no attention.
Yeah. So it was just a funny, different
You got
color.
Mr. John in here. What up, Slicky Woo?
Right.
Slicky Woo said you woke up.
What's up, you all?
Yes, I woke up. I was telling them that I was up early this morning and talked to you until I fell asleep.
You had to ask for forgiveness.
We didn't even know you was clowning, boy. You gotta get a little better, Mr. John.
Yeah, you gotta do a little bit more than that if that's clowning. If you gotta repent from that, I need you to get out there and adventure some more. Sin a little bit more so you know what it's like to actually repent. I didn't think you did anything but addressed it like you should. I don't think you did anything you need to repent for or pray about. I just think that, that people are people are always gonna have, people are always gonna say slick things. So, but I don't think you did anything you need to apologize for or repent for. Shit, do you?
I hope he forgave you, brother.
Right. Yeah, we at the end of the show, Mr. John, we don't hold nothing to heart. At the end of the show, when it clicks, when we say see y'all tomorrow, that's what we mean. See you tomorrow. It's over. It's new day. Start it all over. Get a reset. So yeah, everything is beautiful.
Woo. I'm about to pull up your first clip, Riri.
All righty. Let's go. This stems back with traumatic child getting traumatized. These little where people are scared, and sometimes it do good for the kids, sometimes it don't. Depending on how tough your child is. Some kids are ball crying, and some kids they learn at a very early age how to protect themselves. Tell me what y'all think.
Okay.
Oh! Surprise! You going to jail. Oh! Surprise! You going to jail.
That's I thought it was a longer clip.
It was self-defense of a toddler. Do you think that she have aggression problems or going to have aggression problems, or do you think that she was just protecting herself? That's the PS. I'm asking y'all, Molly, Trey, what y'all think?
You shared the video. You first on it. It's your clip. Let us know what's up with this clip. I don't know. Like this little girl bad as shit. She's scared. You do what you do when you're scared. But I want to know why, you first up. This your clip.
Well, I think that she was scared and she trauma. I think a lot of times as parents and people, kids stuff traumatizes kids. When they first time experiencing, like when we first took my kid to Chuck E. Cheese, I could go by my experience. He was terrified of Chucky. He didn't like no dolls, no nothing that moved on his own. He was totally, traumatized. My Aunt Ann gave Tyree, he was only 2, wasn't even made. Yeah, he was 2. One of these cars, it was a real fancy sport car, but it was a robot, an actual real robot that it was like a Transformers. And it turned and it moved because he had a remote control. And when he saw that robot move, he lost his. Is that me? Is that when he saw this robot move? He almost lost his mind. I didn't think he was going to like technology or get into that kind of stuff, but it turned out that he loves that kind of stuff. Love animation, animatronics, all of that. And it shocked me because for the longest time he wouldn't play with his car, and it was that thing was in pristine shape and condition because it was the remote control. Start off as a car and it turns into a fully walking, moving robot. My Aunt Anna got it for him, but he would not play with it. He would not touch that thing. That thing sat in that box for years without him touching it. But then when he really got good with it, he did it and everything. And then his cousins came over and broke it. So he had it for as long as he could. And then when the other kids get old to it, they scared. He was a little mad after that. But, that was not his favorite toy. Anything that moved or talked. He didn't like nothing that talked. It's sort of like how those kids now, if you say, hey, Alexa, how everybody, it was like that. If it did something it wasn't supposed to, he was scared like that, like those kids were scared. So that's my thoughts with it, traumatizing the kids at an early age. But that little baby protected herself. She grabbed Minnie, was going to stab her up. She probably would think she was protecting Daddy too,
Okay, I see John don't like people wearing these babies out. Okay, DJ Slicky said whoop Minnie ass. Yeah, I don't know. I done seen kids frighten, Power Rangers coming to the party, and they ask for them. They fans of these cartoons, but seeing them out the TV just scares them. Cause they used to send them inside a box. But everybody know that was scared of these things. They didn't affect them later on in life. Like, like they still normal people. It's like it's some things kids gonna be scared of, some that they not. That's just life. So I don't really think it affects them as much. At that time, hell yeah, she's scared to death, So she trying to get out. I like that she fight back, She don't just run. She was ready to fight, So it's even flight or fight. But as a parent, I was like that, like my daughter was scared of Chucky, So I'm like, you're not about to be scared of Chucky. I walked her over there. She was scared to death. But the minute she started to notice that all the other kids touching them and hugging them, she wanted a hug. Then she got a hug. Not that she loved Chucky. But, I told her to try to face her fears. I don't like her being afraid of things, especially if the other kids out there enjoying themselves. You ain't about to be out here running around. Only thing I couldn't get her afraid of was fireworks. She don't care how much you talk to her or try to show her she not lighting them fireworks. So, other than that, though, yeah, kids, I like when they be a little afraid of something that they like and they love, but eventually they don't be afraid of it anymore. I'm pretty sure a year or two from now, she'll be playing with Minnie and dancing with her and everything. But right now, she young. She like, how the hell you get out of my iPad?
Right. And you moving towards me, and you like, wait a minute.
You don't belong here with Mickey. She probably don't even like her. With Mickey, I don't like you, Minnie.
But I think she was going to protect her daddy because she was in her daddy's arms. It's like when your daddy got your back, you ain't scared of nothing. And I think she might have been scared, but she like, I'll protect you, daddy. Take that, Minnie. She protected her and her daddy. Mm-hmm. But I thought that was so adorable. The way she looked, and then she's like, "Oh no, hold up." I got this dad. I got this dad. You know, so that just when I saw it, that just tickled me and it kind of took me back. And I was like, wow. And I was thinking, like, was I ever scared of anything as a child? No, but horror movies. That's probably why they used to say, "Reese, go and sit there. You so bad." Because I was the little nosy kid. Like, it's moving. It's not real. You're not Santa Claus. You're not this. You're not that. You know how you get some kids like that. That was a bad. What? I was a bad. Not saying I was a bad seed. I was encourageable and curious about that. I was always questioned and wanted to know some. I guess I was I nosy? Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing is half the battle. That's what they said.
Okay.
Knowing is half the battle. And I was trying to figure out how they moving, how he get hit, what they do. You know, I was too busy asking questions to be scared. Not unless it was a hard picture or something on TV. I was like, okay, no, that's it. And certain noises or sounds that they did. Like my uncle would turn his eyelids inside out, and as a kid, that freaked me out. He would roll his eyes in the back of his head where I couldn't see his eyeballs, and because I was a hard picture freak, I said, "Oh, the devil done got him up," and he would go, you know, like that, and then I would run or fight. I was scrapped in. Oh, we trapped in the house. I was like, okay. So it was kick butt time. And we would jump on my uncles and stuff and try to beat them up. All the kids, the grandkids would jump on them. And then he said, and then he had to stop playing. They said, okay, stop playing. But you always had that one little cousin that keep punching. That was just. He was like, oh, you want to play, do you? But that was us growing up, you know. It was fun until it wasn't, you know. So that's what I'm thinking. Trey, do you have any thoughts on that?
House.
You said any thoughts on what? I'm sorry.
On the video about, you know, being scared as a kid, or like a little Minnie Mouse or Chucky's or anything like that.
No, because I like that type of stuff.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, Molly Trey was one of the ones that be petting Chucky, like, "Hey, Chucky, hey," that wasn't scared.
Yeah, but most of the kids, you know, that's just, you got the few that's a little scared, and most time it's their party. You be like, nigga, it's your party.
Mm-hmm.
You right, scared at your own party.
Yeah, but I knew they was gonna have the characters there, so I was there present, waiting for my ice cream and cake. Get to see Power Ranger, Barney. I remember all of them.
Oh yeah, my son was a Barney fanatic, but Power Ranger was cool. We all did karate. I mean, we would, you know, you would think that the kids was all into Power Ranger. That's not really nothing to be scared of, I guess. Not like a furry animal. Oh shucks.
I might slide through here. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Rodney Glover. Okay.
What up? We got Rodney or the Beast. Who we got?
Who you want? You tell me who you want. That's
we want the Beast, man.
Bring both of them with you.
I want the Beast back so he can say "fuck niggas." So now I'm playing.
Yeah, man.
Nah, the Rodney is fine. We'll
I'm all good. I chuckled at the fact that John Bivens thought he hurt my feelings yesterday.
That was so funny. Rodney is soft though. He wasn't talking to the Beast. He said Rodney. He thought he might hurt Rodney.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I understand.
Both of them don't get both of them lack that thing called feelings. That shit is not there. It's all good. I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that you feel you're better than that. That's cool. You know.
Yeah.
It's all good. I thought the TD Snake thing was funny as hell. I laughed my ass off.
TD Snake.
Yeah, he called me TD Snake.
Yeah, I see.
Yesterday. He done sent you a friend request.
I already accepted the friend request. I accepted it as soon as I saw it.
Yeah, John got like 8 pages, man. You can't keep making pages, Mr. John.
Hell no, that's why y'all be getting blocked off Facebook and all that shit. Y'all don't make 8 pages.
You're not signed back
looking
in.
like spam.
You
can't forget your password, make another page. You gotta cover that shit.
Let's see what you got next for. You want Rodney to speak on that clip?
Yeah.
Girl.
I apologize. I did not see the clip. I'll let you know that.
Oh, well, it's a 10-second clip.
Yeah,
it was just
of
a little girl attacking Minnie in the daddy's arm, and she was gonna. Minnie came around. She was gonna stab Minnie. You know.
Well, you done told me what it was now, but I guess I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Nah, you can tell. It's all good. I'm not. You ain't gotta apologize.
Oh! Surprise! You going to jail.
I know it's messing up. I get
it. Surprise! You going to jail.
That's it.
Look like she just grabbed the nose of Minnie.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, look, that's the type of daughter I want. Man, I'm like, she ain't taking none of that shit. Yeah, I love it. Shit. I would have been high-fiving the fuck out of her. High five. Good job, girl. Beat that mouse's ass.
She took that little sword. It was going.
Yeah, beat that little mouse ass. Yeah. I loved every second of it.
She didn't even scream or nothing.
I remind me of the time we was in the elevator I was in the elevator with my daughter, and this lady bent down, this old lady bent down to him, was like, sweetheart, you so pretty. And my daughter looked at her and said, how come your mama don't make you brush your teeth like mine do?
No, Trinity didn't say that.
No,
well, you should get out of the face then. You shouldn't be right here. And this shit ain't together. You can't be right here in the face.
That must have been kicking. That lady.
Man, she said, how come your mommy don't make you brush your teeth like mine do?
I bet she popped up real quick.
Sure enough, yep, she did. She was like, oh. When we got out that elevator, I high-fived the hell out of her. I was like, good job, baby. Tell them bitches get out your face.
Yeah.
How old was she?
She was probably like 3. Yeah, she was definitely in that 3 to 5 range.
Her breath was kicking. The babies know when stuff stinks.
You know, hey, sometimes you gotta have them kids fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with it.
What up, Cal?
I'd rather her do that than cry and put her head in my shoulder and stuff like that. You know how some kids start crying and screaming, terrified. She fighting back. She's like, oh,
yeah, they don't know what to do and all that. I got 5 teeth left. I'm scared to brush.
That's why you got 5 left.
Nah, I think he was talking. Oh, he talking about himself, or was he talking about the old lady?
He talking about himself.
All
right.
Maybe not brushing them is the reason why you got 5. That might be. That's how the math be math, and he doing chalk about math with that. Like, if I don't brush my teeth, I'm not gonna brush my teeth because I only got 5 left. Maybe because you wasn't brushing your teeth is the reason why you got 5 left. That might be it. I don't know. That's just that chalk about math right there. I don't know.
See, your breath was stinking so bad, the rest of them jumped out.
They trying to get away from each other.
Welfare was created for white people.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah, she went back and gave it to do the homework.
There's more white people on welfare than they are black.
Yeah.
He tell you where it came from and go back, and when you look back, I was like, uh-oh. So
you gonna watch it, or you just showing the picture?
No, watch it.
I posted about white folks on food stamps, and one thing I kept seeing was that welfare was created for white people. I knew that it was created during the New Deal, so I did some more research because I didn't really know the whole story, and I thank you guys for responding and helping me learn stuff. So during the Great Depression is when we saw the beginning of things like Social Security, unemployment insurance. But here's the kicker. When Franklin Roosevelt built those programs, he had to make deals with Southern Democrats in Congress, the same folks who were big fans of Jim Crow, to get the support of these racist white Southern politicians, the programs were designed to exclude farm workers, domestic workers, jobs held overwhelmingly by Black, Latino, and Indigenous people. So right from the start, Black and brown families were pushed out of benefits so that white people could get them. Then we move forward to the 1960s, and there's this war on poverty. It finally opened up welfare programs more broadly, and that's when food stamps became permanent. Well, permanent, we don't know what Trump's going to do to them, but they lasted a long time. And guess what? The minute more Black and brown families started accessing this help, the politics shifted. Welfare got a new image and a new target. By the 1980s and 90s, with Ronald Reagan and his gang, they pushed the welfare queen myth. That's a racist dog whistle meant to turn public opinion against safety nets by blaming Black women for poverty that white policies created. That's the truth, you guys. So yes, welfare was built for white people. And when others finally got in the door, they tried to burn the house down. If you want to blame the right people, you got to get curious. So I posted about white folk.
Do the morning Mac show is definitely for you. Monday through Friday, it's the place to be. And guess what, crowd? Sometimes you'll see me. This your boy, Mr. John. Tune in to the Morning Mac Show. Have a blessed day. My name is Mr. John, and I'm out.
You look like you got more than 5 teeth.
I was gonna say it looked like more than 5. I think you just sold yourself short a little bit. Even though that's not the focus. The focus was the video. But I was gonna say that too. Because I think you a little better off than what you said. I mean, that's true and all, but I was watching a video yesterday of 3 women calling themselves welfare queens and referring to themselves as welfare queens, and talking about, how they blowing a big bag on Pop-Tarts and shit. So, I mean, I neither here nor there, but the video I was watching yesterday, 3 different women talking about bragging about being welfare queens and having $3K a month and food stamps and seafood boils and shit. So, I mean, neither here nor there, but I know what I'm seeing right now.
You'll be surprised how many
kids did they have?
What?
I don't know.
I was like, I wonder, did they mention how many kids did they have?
Oh, I mean, irrelevant, too fucking many to the point where they need a welfare. They have to have it in order to survive using it. I don't think there's a problem with it, but single mom and having anything above 2 or 3, things happen, but I don't know. When you brag about being a welfare queen, that's one thing. Using it is fine, but when you brag about it, like they doing online now in today's time, that's when I got a problem with it.
Well, the Asian community is manipulating it too, because what they do is they bring their family members over, and then like they have 5 or 6 of their family members living in the house. They're all getting welfare. Well, they're using their welfare to buy the food for the Chinese restaurant that all of them are working in. So that's where they make the money off of the stamp. So all of them are getting welfare. They're not claiming, they're getting paid under the table. They're not claiming it, and then they, use that welfare stamps to buy the food that they then sell to us. And then we are now financing them. The government is financing them, and we're financing them to bring more of the family members and get more restaurants. That's how they manipulate the system. And that was told to me personally. So,
Well, President Trump is in the middle of trying to put a stop to that. So if they think they're going to be manipulating the system, because he's about to cut the whole system off. So if they think they're going to be manipulating the system and bringing their families over there, they're in for a rude awakening very shortly. So let's see how
they've been doing this. They've been doing this for decades now. So it ain't like I'm sure they found a better way or another way by now. Or there's other ways to manipulate it. And I'm sure
he about to cook some gooses. So
it's white people that's going to be affected more than everybody else. You gotta think. You gotta think about the people
with the farmers and shit
in the Midwest. The people in the Midwest, Iowa, Idaho, all those places where with it, there's nothing out there. There's no jobs. There's no what you call it. Those people are living off of welfare. Those Midwest white people are living off using that welfare as well. So it's going to hurt them.
Well, hopefully, because we outsourced a lot of farm stuff. Reagan did when he started that and had the farmers start working. So hopefully the farmers will get back farming, because we got JFK is in there, and he's saying that he's bringing back natural food and natural stuff. But hopefully those farmers that haven't been farming, hopefully that they're about to change the direction.
Maybe I don't know who JFK is.
And working again.
Who's JFK?
RFK, JR, the Kennedy guy. That's y'all know the health.
Nah, that's why I need people to know, like, they know for real. And
I know
tell me
for
not
real,
guessing.
but I can't. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I'll look it up. I guess.
RFK Jr.
Yeah, thank you, Molly.
Thank you. That helped.
Okay.
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Voice messed up.
No, I'm sorry. I just didn't know who. When you say JFK, I was thinking. I was like, "Is he dead? Like how he helping?" My bad. But I got you.
Yeah. Junior.
I guess. RFK Jr. Got it.
Yeah, RFK. Kyle. That's what you're talking about.
I guess.
So, because they want to get all the preservatives and the dyes and stuff and all the poison out of the food. And one way to do that is what? Start growing again. And if we're fighting with all these other countries, I wouldn't trust nothing to come from them. Nothing. and it looks like that we're going to be fighting with quite a few countries. So farmers, hopefully it'll change the trajectory of how the farm has been done in the past and give it back to the people, like when Carter administration was in there when they took it away.
I was just amazed, that that white woman, she was willing to learn, like, damn, I was lied to. And based on the history, it works in her favor, like, why you would care to know the truth? But there's some people out here, they want to know the truth. They don't care to believe the lie, but you got a lot of people out here, they love the lie. Even though the lie don't benefit us, it always sucks for us. But you got this white woman coming on here speaking on things that we spoke on before. We've been saying white people get more than us with the welfare, and they always was belong because it's too close to warfare. Welfare and warfare always sounded too close to me. But just to see that, that just show you that times is changing. And it's crazy that, us as black people, we see a white person speaking on it, we believe it. But when we speak on it, it's not true, or they don't care to hear it. It be coming in this debate, it be coming to an argument, because a lot of people programmed to believe a lie. They really believe the government is for us. They believe that all this stuff was set up for us, but they still be out here arguing and voting, saying that ain't shit out here for us. So it'd be like, make it make sense. So I'm happy to see that other races and stuff starting to talk and communicate and understand that the people at the top is playing us. And they got us down here divided, and at the top they working together. The China man, the white man, the England, all of them, even one of us. It's just like the people at the top, they got us, and they got us playing this game that we got to depend on them. And I just hate it. Welfare shouldn't be a thing, and if it's a thing, everybody should get it. Everybody should have some type of benefit from our government, because they supposed to work for us. I don't care if it's no rent, something, free gas. It got to be something for
healthcare.
Yeah, something. Yeah, healthcare.
Yeah.
That'd be even better, But it just seemed like they found ways to trick us to find that we ain't doing something right, that we wrong, and we black people this and white people that, and they just got us all here arguing back and forth.
Well, now what?
Yeah, I got to remember back then at that time in the Jim Crow era, they had to set it up like that, and it was to protect the southern states and protect the white people there. But when they set it up after the Depression hit in, they said no, we got to include everybody. We just can't say it is for the white folks, because so many other people was being damaged and hurt during the Depression. Oh, got a new person coming on the line.
What's happening, y'all?
All right.
You know,
what's good?
See, no, even what's going on? What's going on? So,
Good. Just got to the hotel in Austin, Texas.
okay, now. So, in order for the southern states to go along with it, they had to do it like that. But you know, after the 60s, when that depression hit, then they say, you know what, we got to open up for everybody. So that's how it was. That's how it was. We're talking about the beginning of welfare. See no evil if you know anything about it, how it started.
No, I actually didn't.
Yeah, that it was for to help white families. It wasn't for black or brown or Native Americans.
They're taking over everything.
No, it wasn't. That was for them. And they tried to make the myth about the welfare queen coming from one of those politicians said that black folks, and said it a long time ago when the welfare queen during the Reagan administration, saying that we were the cause of poverty, that the people on welfare was, you know. And that was something long time ago. And you want to know why did they say that? It wasn't us. We wasn't the queens.
I said it's crazy. People still believe we're all separated. We are all part of the same source. There is no separation. If people actually follow what Jesus was preaching, nothing would be an issue. Usually, the majority of the problem comes from people that, in my opinion, that's swearing by something like a specific religion. Honestly, because they're the ones that usually carry the most hate and division between themselves and other religions and stuff like that. It's really the people that don't subscribe to that, in my opinion, that usually have a more clear mindset because they're not attached to anything specific. You know, there's good people on both sides, but usually somebody that's tied to a religion that's throwing out the most hate and stuff from what I've seen online. But
they don't understand.
They're definitely out there. I'm not going to disagree with you. I do, but you know, I believe in religion. I believe in Jesus Christ. Yeah. But there is people that are just fanatics. But I'm open to the fact that, you know, in my church, my pastor, what I follow, the person that I follow is, you know, he's the first person to say that everything's a tool. That even different religions say the same things. It's all being used and manipulated because it's tools. Just like a pastor is a tool, a church is a tool, a Bible's a tool. All these things are things that can be used for good and can be used for bad. So, but I do believe that, like for instance, I'm always candid about everything, but the biggest problem I used to have with my in-laws is that they were those type of people that just judge no matter what. Like, they don't, you know, they're judging without even finding out any circumstances and believing. And I believe that that's the reason why their church isn't growing, is because they're a judgmental, their church is a judgmental place. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you go in there, you're being judged, and that's what they have. You know, some churches you can go in there and feel it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And some places you can go in and you can feel that you are welcome no matter who you are. You know, my pastor says all the time, he don't want to preach to us. He wants to preach to the person that is struggling with God. You know what I'm saying? If you already did and you come in, you know, you come in and what you call it, he was like, I want that person that just left the club. I want that person that is homeless outside. I want that person that is doing these things and you know, and then he also says, I have brought no one to God. You know what I'm saying? I have brought no one to God, because a lot of these pastors be like, oh, I'm bringing, you know, I brought all these are all my followers and worshipers, and I brought them to God, or this, that, and the other. He brought no one to God. God brings you to God. You know what I'm saying? God works with what I said. This is my newfound thing, because you brought up religion, is that religion works on you from the outside, but God works on you from the inside. So there's nothing that a religion can do that's going to change you. It's a tool. You know what I'm saying? You have to decide to change. Once you get God, and he'll start talking to you, he'll start working on you, and those things that are going on inside you'll want to change them. It has nothing to do with the Bible. It has nothing to do with the church. It has nothing to do with this pastor. You'll want to change the things that you're changing. So and that is what that's what I believe. But and I fortunately go to a church and a pastor who preaches that. He when people tell him thank you, he goes, "Why are you thanking me? Thank God." You know what I'm saying? Don't thank me. Thank God. I ain't done nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. So it's but then you have those pastors.
I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat in. My mind was
He always slide in
He
here
can't
like
exactly say that
still
he
locked
ain't do
out as a
nothing though.
character. And
What's
you can
up?
turn on your light.
He can't exactly say he ain't do nothing because the saying is that God uses his people to spread his word. So he can't really say he ain't do nothing because he is.
He can't when he says he ain't do nothing, that means that he can't bring you into Christ. He can't bring you into heaven. He's not just because you with him does not mean you're going to heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by when he says I'm doing nothing. It's for instance, when he always preaches that when I go to heaven, I'm not mentioning none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what y'all do when you leave here. I can only talk about what I'm doing, what is me, and this, that, and the other. I'm not mentioning just like when you go to heaven, you stand in front of Jesus, you stand in front of God, you can't mention me. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, well, pastor told me to do this, pastor told me to do that. Nah, it's about what your relationship with God. It has nothing to do with him. You got what I'm saying? So he can't get you into heaven, is what he's saying. That's what he's saying. That I don't thank me for nothing. You can't thank me for anything because you got to do the work. You know what I'm saying? He can't go, hey God, I need you to bring Rodney in here with me. I think he did a great job on earth. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't what he can do. You know what I'm saying? So therefore he has nothing to do with you going to heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's your mission. He's not he can't guarantee anyone in there, no matter how much of a pastor he is.
He can't even
Go ahead.
guarantee you it is a heaven. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, he can guarantee he believes in it.
Anything. And I just be like, it's a game. I look at it as any other religion, any other organization, fraternity, all of that. All of y'all subscribing to one thing and believing in this thing. And I believed in it as well. It's just certain scriptures used to bother me. And I know a lot of people not really into scripture like I am. But Luke used to bother me a lot. Luke 14:26. And I don't know if any of y'all into it, but if you read it, this is the words from Jesus. He said, if anyone comes to me and does not hate their father, they don't hate their mother, their wife, their children, they don't hate
and
their
brothers
brothers
and
and sisters,
sisters,
yes, even their
even if
own life,
who cannot
such a
be my
person
disciple.
cannot be a disciple. Not for him. He's saying put him over everybody. And I get that message, but I won't hate my peoples. I just like they preach love, but always talking about you hate is always some jealous God or some jealous, and it's always some jealousy, of the people that you actually see and you love and that's helping you out here, that's teaching you to go to church and believe in Jesus. I'm like, well, Jesus don't even want me to even like you. He want me to hate you. So it's just like, and I know it's metaphors to this. And as I got older, I started to understand deep into it. He's saying put Jesus first before your mother, before your wife, before anybody that comes in your family. Or I don't want you at all if I can't come first. But as a kid, that's all I read, and I ain't understand it. And nobody can just break it down to. I'm just like, what? Hate my mother? Hate these the people I love. Everybody telling me to hate. I love them. So there's just certain things I just couldn't subscribe to. It just seemed like they want you to just give up everything and believe everything in this word that it was written by man. That was smart by whoever wrote it, because it got a lot of people following. That's what the whole book Eli was about. That everybody trying to get this book from this dude so they can control the world, or they control a mass large group of people. And we've seen stories of it, so many Jim Jones stories, how he got all of these people to believe in Christ and to follow him. And he was they preacher, and he got them drink poison and killed all of them because of some belief that he might believe. So I don't know, Kyle. I don't think religion is the way. I think love. Love ain't gotta be a religion. Love come in all shapes and sizes. I think love is the way. But religion can help some people. I just think overall, as a whole, it don't help us. It divides us. It's even more division. There's too many religions out here.
It's a tool, and you could take a hammer and you could build, like, say, if religion
Right.
And the Bible is a tool, just like a hammer. You could take that hammer and you could build beautiful homes with it, right? But you could also take that same hammer and do a lot of heinous stuff with it, knocking people upside the head, causing them to bleed. And it's also with the people, are the people following the religion or are the people following the pastor? I've seen a lot of people, I'm following the pastor. They're not so much following God, but they're following the pastor, and the pastor becomes their God because that's who's getting their work. You know, I've seen that happen as well. I'm speaking on my own experience where I've seen the pastor lead the church and take more than half the members with them, you know, because they're following the pastor instead of following the religion and everything and the church that they subscribe to or wanted to become a part of. And that's how many pastors got jets and the members are living in shacks. Many pastors got mansion, but the members can't not sleep one night in their rooms. If you got a mansion, you should be able to help your church, the homeless. Nobody in your church should be homeless. But it's not. They use that tool with the Bible and they weaponize it, and that's what Constantine knew. That's why Constantine put it together like that. And then when they talk about the King James version, that was translated for the King James for him, so he could read and be happy and be pleasant at what he did. Then when they said, "Oh, that's
and what he didn't like, he changed, and what he didn't like, he took out, and what he wanted to change, he added."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like Trump.
You know.
Yeah, believe it. So I mean, you know, I agree with everything you said, Reese. I mean, like I said,
yeah, that was Constantine that did that.
Once again, my pastor, you know, like I said, there's no members at my church. We don't believe in membership. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't believe in membership. He doesn't believe. He's like, you're free to come and go. You don't, you know, there's nobody there that don't want to be there or feel they have to be a part of a member and this, that, and the other. I'm telling you, it's something different over there. You know, I invite anybody to come. Elevate Church in Alexandria, Virginia. Come check it out. I'm telling you, it's different. It's called, and a matter of fact, it's called a difference. The slogan is difference makers making a difference. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. Like my pastor has a girls' school in Kenya. His name picture nowhere in the school. He has a boys refuge in Kenya. The girls' school, 500 girls go there. The refuge, he has about 75 boys in the refuge, and these were all kids that were doing drugs on the streets in Kenya. No, his name nowhere to be found. In the building where they are, the places they build and stuff like that. My pastor's name nowhere to be found, and he pays for it through his company, not the church. He owns his own company that he pays for that school through the company. The church does not pay for the school. You know what I'm saying? He pays for that. He does that himself. And the other thing they do is they have different. They believe in traveling where they're going to Kenya for the school. Oh yeah. By the way, the boys, 3 of the kids are going pro. 3 of the kids that he took off of the streets of Kenya are now going pro in soccer, and now they're getting ready to fund that same boys village that they came from, that they schooled and put those boys into. So that shows you how God's work. And like I said, my pastor's name is nowhere to be found on any of it.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, just like there are churches doing evil, there are churches doing great things as well. So let's not forget that. And I always want to highlight, we always bring up the bad things, which we should, and I'm not saying we shouldn't, but if I got a good story that of a real person doing real things, I'm gonna let y'all know that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them people need to be highlighted. But you know, I be careful too, because a lot of people do good to do bad. Don't mean that's what he doing. But Diddy, all them people give away to schools, TD Jakes, everybody. The devil don't appear just to be evil. He appears to be good. And when they want to recruit, they've been doing this for thousands of years. They call missionaries. They go to other countries and recruit people into Christians. You know, that was their goal from the time they've been here. You go different places and you make more members. You create more members. You know, I'm just happy they doing good through getting people out of bad situations. You know, that's still good, but I just don't trust. I don't think it take all that to do good. I don't think it take that to be part of a church to do good. Because you're gonna be a good person, just do good by people. When you start doing these members in these churches, when you look into a lot of these fraternities and stuff that run stuff, you got to start off as a Catholic priest or a Christian preacher at a normal church. You know, that's how a lot of them start off. So it's just like, hey, find a church that fits you like beast and stick with it. You know, because there's some other places out here that can be doing some terrible things, and you won't even know you contributing. You know, until a church say no ties, you can come in here and get the word as much as you want, and you ain't tied into no commitment and all this stuff, then I'd be for it. Because two or more gather in Jesus' name is church. It's not a building. A lot of people don't know that, so they be like, "Oh, I got to go to church." You don't have to go to a building. You can call. You and your buddy can sit in there, open the book, and that's church. So we got to get out of this mindset that this building, I can't go to church unless I go here, go here. No, you can wake up and go to church. It only take two or more. You know, so they got a lot of people, they dancing and all this stuff. It's just like, it don't take that to praise the Lord. It don't take instruments and a whole choir, 50 people in the group. You got guest members coming in, flying in.
VIPs and shit.
Yeah, it's just too much, you know. And they ain't all churches. Some small churches that don't, but they trying to build up to that. Nobody, it's no different than any company. You start off small, you trying to get big. So they be like, it's just a small church, and yeah, they trying to get to where TD and them at, you know. But as long as they changing lives and helping people, is good. But we gotta be careful with the people who doing good all the time. They're showing you that, oh, I paid for this kid's scholarship, and them be some of the most evilest people if you look at the stories. That's all I'm saying. Just keep an eye on your kids and your family members. Some people ain't have family like we do, so they go to church to find family, and they ain't always protected. So I just think keep your eyes open in all of these type places.
Understood.
They going in off these comments. I don't even think this was the topic today.
Us here on no, it wasn't. Us here on Earth. Through every choice we make, we can either be someone's angel or someone's demon.
Yeah,
Shit, we
you
need
right.
to bring that subject back up then.
I
We get
know, right?
people all
And do it
interested like
works.
that.
Do
I
it
didn't think it
works.
Another
was.
thing, when
Pastor
church
Ryan
do it,
getting
do they teach the Bible?
Oh yeah.
Because a
That was
lot of
fun to watch your streams out.
pastors, a lot of pastors tell the stories and give parables, but do they let you go to scripture, and is it like a Bible teaching church that break down what you're actually reading? Because like Molly mentioned,
What's up, Shanice?
that what tell what was that verse again, Molly? And you thought it meant you didn't know until you got older. Do they
Yeah,
break the
basically,
verses down?
Jesus talking, you know, to the people, just saying that he don't set people unless you hate your mother, your father, you hate your siblings, and you even hate yourself, you know. But whole time he was saying put him first, you know.
Right.
But at that time, I was just reading, you know.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So is the church just have you reading scriptures, or are they breaking it down? And that's I look for that at a Bible teaching church, because I want to know what this means, or what this say exactly what this means. And they used to say, Reese, that's for Bible study.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
for Bible study. You got
you have to join a good Bible study so you can understand what they saying. So that's what I'm saying. Is it a Bible teaching church where they break it down for you like that, Rodney?
Yeah, most do. You just still
Oh
don't understand.
yeah, he breaks down everything. Yeah, and we have Bible study, and we have interactive Bible study too. So our Bible stuff is interactive, where you can bring verses like that and have that discussion. It isn't like he don't come in there. Like he don't come in the Bible study and be like, all right, this week we're doing Romans, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. It's interactive. Like you can come, you send it to him ahead of time, and he'll break it down and and bring it up and talk about it, and it's interactive, and you can do it online too. So you can watch Bible study online. Everything at that church you can do online too. But they got a bunch of stuff going on at my church. It's a great thing. Like I said, they getting ready to go to Kenya again, but they go to New Mexico. They got out New Mexico. They help out, and a bunch of other places. They do a lot. My church is big into what Molly would say missionary work. but it's not like they're trying to bring people, like I said, it's not the same thing. It's just helping people who are having, helping people out. They do, this standard stuff, book drives. Every year we got, they have 3 schools in Virginia that they fund the whole, every kid gets a book bag type of thing and blah, 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 and stuff like that. They do, they do a lot. So
is he old or young?
Well, in my eyes, he's young. I mean, but so I've known him. My pastor I've known since I was a teenager. He was my youth pastor when I was a child. And now he has his own church. Yeah. So, but he was my youth pastor back then. But even back then, let me tell you. So you want me to tell you, this is why I like this dude, because when I was 16 and 14 and young, I was doing stupid. I was robbing, stealing. There's times I came to church with drugs on me, and not once did he ever judge me. Matter of fact, he sat me, Coach. Y'all know Coach from Dad Mentality, my podcast. He sat us all 3, me, Coach, and Ray down. We were 17 years old. I still remember like it was yesterday. He sat us down and he said, if y'all don't change, you're going to be in jail or dead. You're going to kill each other. And he didn't mean we were going to kill each other. He meant we us 3 staying together, we're going to get each other killed by the things that we were doing. And we came to church and he always accepted. He even did he did my mother's funeral for me for free. And he also did when that happened, he did a sermon about the fact that even though he knows I have drugs on me right now, I'm still in God's house. I'm not out here running the street. And he was like, I always feel like there's always hope for you, because you still came to church even though you was out here selling drugs, stealing cars. I used to drive stolen cars to church. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how hood I was. I was hood as shit. You know what I'm saying? Me, Coach, and it was another guy named Ray, who was Coach's cousin. Yeah, we used to drive stolen cars, racing them, and bring them to church, and go and do whatever. We was wild, and you know what? And he was like, he talks about how we helped him become a better person and pastor. You know what I'm saying? Because we but we always had his back though. So it was kind of weird. I definitely respected him, even though during that time, because during that time I was searching for a father figure, and he was it for me.
Yeah.
So because my father died when I was 11, so I was out there doing wild shit. I'm talking about wild. I definitely came to church with a gun on me a couple of times too. So it wasn't like he ain't lying, but I never got kicked out. I never felt like he didn't care, or he was like your lost cause or anything like that. Nah, he always loved and hugged me and and this, that, and other. But he talks about himself too, because he was in the military. He was in the military, and he was like, I've killed for this country. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I can't judge you. I'm a murderer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't. How am I going to judge you when I was literally sent to kill people for this country? And I did it. So therefore, I can't. Who am I to judge anybody here and what you're going through and what you did? So he talks about all that stuff freely. So that's why that's just where I am. So
still go to church with a all right, child.
Evil.
Yeah, but I was 16 back then. You know what I'm saying? So but it is what it is.
Do y'all want to add to anything to be said? Or anything from the
I don't know. That was kind of a lot.
My bad, see no evil. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm just listening, bro. I'm listening.
I never talked to the preacher that much when I was young. Ain't no shit we had on us, Like, he didn't know. He know we drove there with anything. We couldn't let nobody know. I'm just happy that he seen what Beast was doing. They was able to talk to him, because preacher would have seen us. We probably would have just not go back to church no more, because my moms and everybody else would have figured it out. But we used to park like 3 blocks away and walk. You know, I used to do all types of stuff. But man, them the good.
I'll park in the pastor's spot. That's how arrogant I was.
Yeah, see, he going hard.
Crazy.
I wanted to get caught though. You got to understand when you're in that teenager and you're looking for a father, you want to get caught because you want somebody to pay you attention. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. I wasn't.
And your older brothers wasn't paying you no attention?
My brother, who you think I got the drugs from? What are you talking about? Who you think I got the drugs from? What do you mean?
All right, BMF. Okay.
Right. Meech, big Meech.
Yeah. My mom. So when my dad died, my mom went into the hospital. I was living with my brothers. So that was it. That was shit. One of my brother's now 30 years sober because he can't touch nothing. He can't even drink a beer because he was so hard in it. He was doing crack in boat back then.
Water and weed together.
Yeah, at 16, I sent him to the hospital. That's when he first went to rehab because I sent him to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So. But by then he was a real crackhead. By then he only weighed like maybe 110 pounds and shit like that.
Crack.
He was a full crackhead then.
That's one of your brothers. How many brothers you
then
had?
I went and beat his ass because he borrowed $100 from my uncle, and then went and told my uncle he wasn't buying drugs with it, and then went right and bought drugs with it. My connect come and dropped off the package as soon as he got that $100. I was like, yo. So then I ended up fighting him and whooping his ass. He ended up going to the hospital and then going to rehab. That was the last time he did drugs. I was 16.
Man, he was trying to get you a big blast with $100. Damn, that ain't that's getting you out the way. $100 a lot.
Flip
a lot on the street.
Quick 8-ball.
Yeah.
But that was back in the day.
Blast.
There you go. We can talk about something else though. But I'm always open to talk and tell my story. Trust me.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Oh, they always will. We recording it. I'm gonna put it in a book. So it's my story.
They ain't built nothing. But now I'm gonna make the European tell it. Beautiful, aren't they? See, my ancestors, we didn't build these empires, we took them. We took the knowledge, the symbols, the legacy. But the irony, it's still theirs, no matter how many flags we raise. You see, we didn't build this, we acquired it. We set out to destroy the originals and their history, to erase them. We laid genocide upon genocide, burned the bloodlines to ash, those crowned in light, their shamans and healers, hung, drowned, labeled witches. And in their place, we painted ourselves the savior. The truth can only be buried for so long. The Vatican must speak. Before our so-called dominion, there were the originals, and their flame still burns. They didn't lose it all. They gave it away. Some of their own Moorish blood sold them out. Gold for titles, secrets for seats at new tables. And let it be known, not all with dark Moorish skin carry the same light as the originals. What if I told you we weren't born to rule? The fallen, the Archonic Atlanteans, they wanted a race. They wanted a race to rule in their name. And they made us. And when it was complete, they didn't just inherit kingdoms, they inherited the world. But every experiment leaves residues, is what we keep hidden deep beneath the Vatican. Not relics of faith, but relics of design. Conquest never started with swords. It had started in labs, across islands, across continents, experiments, divisions, creation by design. Not evolution. Every empire, every dynasty believes it rose by divine right. But the truth, pacts were made, alliances forged with those beneath the surface. Gold, jewels, thrones, bought at the price of their own blood. We still report to those who made us. It was the old ones, the architects of empire, that granted us the right to rule. We inherited the world.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Chow Bout, aka Bout Got Jokes. And every morning, Monday through Friday, you can catch me tuned into the Morning Mac Show on Facebook Live with Althea McFarlane, Molly Robinson, and my guy Big Trey. So if you ain't know, now you know. Play with it, but don't play with it.
I think that was one of the best videos that's been played in a while.
Now, I don't know if you guys, what stands out to you. I know everything's going to be different because we're all different individuals. But what stands out to me the most when I heard it and I thought about it, that treaty that we can't go across to the others, that Antarctic wall, that Arctic wall, how the nations and all made a treaty, they made a pact. So whatever's over the wall, nobody can explore it. And when I think about that, I'm like, well, really, what's over there that they don't want us to know about? And when he said that the truth is not buried, that's buried under the Vatican, the truth about creation and all of that, and I'm like, interesting. It just, that part just sung out to me. So I'm gonna go around and ask everybody from what the video that they see, what did you get out of that? What stood out to you, that anything that this gentleman was saying? Trey, I'm gonna start with you if you don't mind.
You say you want to start with me?
Yeah, because
you were asking what specifically about the video. I'm sorry, what was you asking about?
You said it was one of the best videos that we shared. So what stood out to you in the video?
The truth. Honestly, the truth. Or what I believe to be the truth. I think I like the direction of where AI is going with certain things. That's almost seamless, so you almost can't even tell the difference no more. But it's like having it feels like having like people that would want to say these things. It feel like they're being spoken for. Just years of looking into things, reading things, articles, research and stuff, and seeing most of what I've been looking into over the last like 10 years kind of being summed up into one video. I mean, I don't know how much of the video people actually take in. I don't know how much, people read or look into, but for a lot of the things I've been trying to say to people over the years to be thrown into these videos real quick. I'm happy that it's made in a way now that will make people actually listen, give a fuck, try to consume it. Yeah. People are actually open to this now, so that's what I like.
Okay. Rodney, what the same question. What in the videos?
My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck?
Good morning. Good morning, Jojo, baby.
Rise and grind, baby. Good afternoon, almost. How's everybody? What y'all talking about?
That's good, brother.
I heard the end of Lou Villa.
What's up? But yeah,
What's up? I heard the end of what you said, but that's all I heard.
Oh yeah, it's all right. Rodney, if you touch up on or whatever, he'll be able to pick up on what we're talking about in the conversation.
Yeah, so I mean, we just watched a video that basically talks about how everything was stolen, everything was manipulated, everything was changed as far as what we know as history and things like that. Now in the video, it did say that they are a greater or a foundation of people that started everything that is putting people in power. I agree with a lot of that video. Now, do I believe that there's some mystery people underneath the earth putting people in power? I don't know. I do believe that this world, and especially the United States, is ran by a small group of people who all have power, which means they have a lot of money. And I believe that money is what is really ruling everything. And then if there's anything they don't like, then they manipulate it or change it or get rid of it or destroy it, to make it so that we don't realize what's really going on. But I mean, to me, that it all makes sense, especially here in the United States. But I mean, I believe it's everywhere, because even in England, they were doing it way before. We're a baby country compared to them. They've been doing it for years. Shit, half their museums is stolen artifacts. You know what I'm saying? You go to England, you go to the Louvre, you go to all that shit is stolen. We've seen that in the Black Panther and things like that. Where now, I mean, now it's a lot easier for information to be exposed. And I kind of feel what they're doing now is they're just flooding you with so much information. It's hard for you to pick what's true and what's not. But every once in a while, you get sections like this where I believe that a lot of it is true. And then there's some things that they throw in there to make it hard for you to believe. So then it makes everything suspect. You know what I'm saying? Wow, what is that?
Trying to.
All right, that was loud.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, so but I believe that's part of the whole thing. It's just like every time you see a video that's true, that something's really true and it blows up, next thing you know, it's flooded with 30,000 videos just like it, where they're changing a little bit or what you call it. So it's like it's flooding it to make it seem less true. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. So that's
the same way. That's the same way they did the holy scriptures. I mean, same thing. All these different versions of books and this and that. This person's version, that, that version, and same thing. Switching up a little bit of how you deliver it and how people receive it, and it's the same game. Everything you said, I'm on 100%. I'm with you. I think it's everything's a conspiracy for real. You know what I mean? Because they trying to make money. Like you said, they made the God money. So that's what they chasing. They looking at it as they're chasing God, by keeping everybody else down. They closer to God because they got all the goods of the earth. So yeah, all that you said and some.
Yeah.
Yep.
David Green.
Well, first of all, I'd like to apologize because my computer went down. I had some stuff when we was talking about the religion, John. I kind of lost trust and everything in religion when I found out pastors are getting more pussy than me. You know what I mean? So, that's my own take on that. But on take of the video, I mean, like everybody said, I agree with it. You know what I mean? Only down to the, the conspiracies, the mysteries, the stealing information, claiming some as their own. Like when I used to do studies on Illuminati and stuff like that. No, I've been found out about the underground. Junk that's at the Vatican or whatever, where it has like different stories and of how they manipulated or I mean there's a lot of stories down to how different religions was changed to a whole bunch of truths or whatever that's hidden under the Vatican and different things like that. But that's
hey, Mr. David Green, my man DJ, you need Toastmasters, man. You need Toastmasters. Google Toastmasters and get into that surrounding, man. They'll work with you. You know what I'm saying? We just keep it there. You'll look at it later, and you'll thank me in about a year.
What is Toastmasters?
No, he's trying to tell you to look into it yourself and figure out the information because he's not trying to say on the platform what it is. He just saying it's something to be of
It's not
service
a
to.
bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I've been to it. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
mean,
I've
but it
been
ain't
to it.
nothing that you really trying to explain because you would have explained it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying
I'll
that
probably
just, you
explain
know,
it. Or
he
probably,
telling you
it
just
takes too
look at,
long.
you know.
It'll change the subject too much like we're doing now. So let's get
I
back
feel
on it.
you. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Mm-hmm.
I write it down Toastmasters.
Reese.
So yeah, I understand exactly what you were saying. Like they was telling the truth, and then the part that seemed a little far fetched when they added in about the Atlanteans, and I was like, but is it really far fetched? It's no different from this other story that we heard that they was trying to make a master race, and they ended up getting erased out. You know that their creation took a mind of its own and took over them. Now, because they also mention the fallen. The Bible speaks of the fallen angels, but they also speaks we was already here when they did that. They did that fall from grace, from that descent. So some people think that it was the fallen angels that made it, but the scriptures, you know, which I don't know, say that we was already here, and the war came because they was mad at us because of of the creation. It was jealous, and that's why they came down here. The angels was sleeping with people, and that's why they was making the Nephilims and the giants and other chimeras and other types of supernatural beings, but part star people and part earth people. That's what I'm going to say about that. But then when they talked about making the pacts and the treaties, and they were saying the same Moorish blood, and I was listening to what he was saying about that, sold you out. He said the same Moorish blood sold you out. And it says that he was saying that the light in every brown person or every Moorish skin color, which was black at the time, is not the same. So I guess he said that's what the good and evil to me, as he was saying. Every person in Moorish that was supposed to be of light was good because you had some that was in the dark, like the video suggested, selling secrets, buying heads at the table, by keeping secrets and all that stuff for their career advancements instead of us moving together as the people. And I kind of feel that if we all love each other like we're supposed to and look out for your neighbor, look out for your house spread to your neighbors spread to their neighbors, and their neighbors and their neighbors, it will cover the vast majority of all of us if we spread that love and that trust and that respect.
But it's like Rodney said. When Rodney said that you'll get the truth and then you'll hear another truth and then you'll have a little bit added on to it and added on to it. That's all it is. And it started like that. It was like that. You look out for your neighbors and all that. But they put things in between us now. Too much information in between us, the neighbors now. There's too much stuff. They made too much stuff going on for everybody. So everybody want to be in everything, and you lose track of your neighbor unless you're talking about them. Breezy, So,
And when they was talking about, betrayal, what said the Moors brother betrayed each other and different things like that. No, it reminded me of a recent junk. Like I seen something where it was supposed to be Irv Gotti, Jay Prince, Jay-Z, and Diddy was talking about starting their own junk or whatever like that. No, and they said it was Jay-Z that turned on them or whatever like that. No, that's how they got exposed. They was trying to start their own music junk. You know what I mean? Not company, but like industry.
Yeah.
And everything. And they said it was Jay-Z that snitched to the peoples or whatever. No, to
to get a seat at their table.
Yeah, that's his job.
Yeah.
Well, he damn sure wasn't trying to sit at the other table. That's for motherfucking show. If he was trying to sit at the other table, he'd have rolled with the niggas.
Yeah, shit.
Okay.
You feel me?
Holly Moore, what's your thoughts of that? Because I listened
I
to
love them videos. I think everybody should make AI videos to speak the truth instead of getting your head blown off these days. But Yeah, they spoke on a lot of stuff though. Like they spoke on like DNA slicing. We see that now when they make these fake cats and ligers, and now they can bring your dog back to life. You know, all they need is a little bit of your dog DNA. It ain't really your dog back to life, but they cloning your dog. So your dog, they will make you the exact same dog. He'll act
Exact
the
same
same,
dog.
everything. So they been knowing how to manipulate the DNA. He telling you that, you know, most of us probably was created, our ancestors was created basically to cause division. Then he said they tricked us into believing that witchcraft was bad. You know, so a lot of people stay away from witchcraft. They told not to practice it, but that's what a lot of our people did before us. You know, to heal the body, to be protected from the evil things that's going on out here. And people don't know they use witchcraft every day, watching
Oh
your
my,
television,
oh
everything,
my.
the words that you say, everything is witchcraft. Even the word Hollywood, it come from the holly tree. That's where magic wands come from. So a lot of people don't know that's what Hollywood stand for. You know, so it's all about witchcraft, but they got us thinking that it's bad, but they using it against us. So the only way to fight against
Everything,
witchcraft is using witchcraft. But if you scared of it, then how you gonna ever fight back? So I like it. I
everything's
just
like that. They do that
yeah.
with everything. Look how they did the brothers, man. Try to make us feel bad by eating watermelon because they know that's our magic food. You know what I'm saying? Niggas
Yeah.
always eating watermelon. Niggas won't even walk down the street and eat watermelon because they don't want to
Well,
be stereotyped. But that's the food we're supposed to be eating. You know?
well,
Shit.
it came from watermelon actually being our cash crop when things started to open up for us a little bit and
Yep.
we started to
Yep.
have things to sell and make money from because it
Yep.
started to be so profitable. Something that was supposed to be second hand or some shit or something you didn't want. Just like chitlins and everything else we took and made into something that everybody,
It's like
want to
fried
mess with or
chicken.
whatever. But yeah, it was a cash crop for us.
You
So
dare put
watermelon
don't you
became
dare put
demonized.
chitlins and watermelon in the same sentence.
No, I
I
mean I
said
don't
fried
eat. I
chicken,
don't
Mr. Vaughn.
necessarily eat that, but it's still staples. The example is things. Come on, let's listen.
I got you.
The example is things that
Just
we've
fucking
turned
with you.
around that's supposed to be slop and turned into something that you can actually eat or people have enjoyed. I ain't saying that
I'm
I
just
eat
fucking with
chitlins
you.
or
I'm
none of
just
that
fucking with you. I'm
shit.
just playing with you, bro.
But
Just playing. Just
That
playing.
stereotype for watermelon was created to stop white people from buying the watermelon from the black people because we were selling so much watermelon
yeah,
that they created that stereotype to get the white people to stop it. Like, oh, you eat watermelon, you acting black, you're gonna turn black, you're gonna do this.
yeah.
Oh
Black
man,
people
Like
watermelon,
that's nigga food.
yeah,
That's nigga food.
exactly. Yeah,
it
that's
worked
and
both ways, man. They knocked
oh
out two
no,
things
I
with
got
one
you.
stone.
No, I
No,
got
I'm
you.
saying,
Yeah. But that was
no. I mean, I
that
got
was the
you
part.
too. I got you too. That's the bigger issue. Stop giving them niggas money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what they didn't want to happen. Yeah,
Yep,
that's
that's
when
what they didn't
watermelon
want to happen.
became bad. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how the white people come to a restaurant and they're like, I ain't never had fried chicken like this, bitch. It's called seasoning. It ain't. You
Salt
know
and
what I'm
pepper.
saying?
A little salt and pepper.
The salt and pepper is not seasoning. No.
That's
But
what's no.
they like, oh my god, it's fried chicken. And then they confused because it come on the bone. They think fried chicken is just a chicken breast fried. You know what I'm saying? Like a fried
Yeah.
chicken breast from what's the holy church chicken place?
Oh, churches.
Chick-fil-A, yeah, no, Chick-fil-A,
Oh,
yeah. They think
Yeah, they
that's
so holy they
fried
closed
chicken.
on Sundays. They so
They're
holy
like,
they closed on Sundays.
they're like, what am I supposed to do with this bone? And I'm like, it's 2025. You white people don't know. Y'all act like y'all never had fried chicken before. But anyway, it's crazy. We every time a white people come in, we sit there and bet. We like bet they ordered fried chicken, 100%. Every single time too. The whiter they are, the more chance they're gonna get fried chicken. So anyway.
Yeah. Serve it up.
Sorry to go off on that tangent. My bad.
yeah, it's all right. Shit,
To the
you right.
video.
Reese.
No, was it Molly's? Was you finish your thought?
I thought Molly was finished.
But
wasn't
just
finished?
cut me off.
Right.
What the hell I was even saying for real. But yeah, I like the clip, you know, most of it. I believe in. I can't say that it's true, but I just think that we was created by something, and that's why we love to create so much. And I think everything was created from your television, your couch, the pills that you take, your glasses, everything. So it's just like all these books and everything that we believe in was created by somebody, and it's up to us to believe it or not. And it always brought me back to that Santa Claus movie, I think with Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. And he was disappearing because the kids weren't believing no more. They stopped believing in Christmas, so Santa started to disappear. So they had to find a way to get the kids to believe again. Then he appeared back, So the whole movie was getting the kids to believe, so Santa don't actually vanish. And that's how I look at it with a lot of these things, that eventually they was believing in something and then it vanished. Then they found something else to believe in. Like right now, we believe in 48 different religions, but that's because we still talk about it, we still preach about it. But eventually, when we stop believing so much, it will vanish away just like anything else. But I still think it was created, and it's somebody that's way smarter than us. Like, we think like animals dumb, we think some of them smart, but not as smart as a human. And that's how I look at some of these beings that's probably more advanced than us. We think we smart, but to them, we just like animals. We not as smart as them. They know a lot more about how the universe works inside out. But to us, we just pets. Recently took a call.
There was a Disney movie that talked about. I was trying to Google the movie. It was a Walt Disney movie. Coco. You remember
Coco.
The Coco theory? Coco was the boy's, I think, a grandmother or grandfather, and she stayed alive, and it would come back every year.
Yeah, on Halloween,
they always trans over, right? As long as you believe in them, they will always
keep
be
their
with
pictures up. You gotta remember them. You ain't believe them.
Right.
You gotta remember them. So you forget about great grandma. She loses her soul. So a lot of people don't know who they great grandparents are. Don't have pictures of them to keep them up. So they hurting on the other side. That's what they were saying in that movie. So they kept pictures of all their ancestors leading all the way back to God's know when, to make sure on Halloween they get to visit them and see them. And that's what
right.
They got that scared of ghosts. I love to see my mother, my grandmother. I wouldn't be afraid. I asked them what's going on that side. How was it? Like, did it hurt? Anything. But if you scared of ghosts, they done put in all the movies. You see a ghost, you run. You scared, don't talk to. That's demonized. So it's like, come on, man. But if somebody seen Jesus and they talk to him, they be like, oh, that's good. Like, I seen an angel. Like, oh, okay. That's good. Then why my parents can't be an angel? That's so weird. They always say you shouldn't speak to your ancestors. Like, why preach that to somebody? Like, that's always been me. I'm
Weird
talking.
to me.
If I see him, I'm talking. I'm asking questions. The same thing if I see Christ or whatever else. Asking questions.
The Coco theory. That's what they was calling it. So they got a theory for everything, don't they? But Molly, I'm with you, Molly. If I see my granddaddy and my grandma, I wouldn't be as scared of them, And when I know when I'm having tumultuous times, I think they do come back and look over us. We just don't know and understand it because we taught to run from it or don't say nothing. Or if you feel that you can't say nothing about nothing, we was, I guess we wouldn't do any digging or any research into it. But that's why we was fear the unknown. They even put it in the Bible. Don't research it. So Molly, I'm with you, because you know your people that loved you here ain't going to try to hurt you in death.
I hope not. I hope not.
My grandfather used to ask me. He said, "Who would you rather sleep between, two strangers or two dead people?" And everybody thing is to two strangers. He said, "Why? The two dead people can't harm you."
Yeah, they can. You sitting in between them two, that decomposing and all that. You breathing in that shit, you gonna die.
Yep.
I mean, you know what the gist of the what he was trying to say. But the two strangers, they slit your throat or do anything to you. So
why would you be sleeping in between two strangers or two dead people anyway? What are other options there? I need some better options.
I don't know why my screen keep doing that.
Yeah, I'd rather sleep by myself.
You see a line in my screen, or is that just my phone?
Probably your phone.
Just
It
your
looks like
phone.
it's all black on my screen. Okay.
You see.
But yeah, as long as you, and that's the thing that we pass down stories from generations to generations. That's how we kept our ancestors alive. That's how Alex Haley found out about roots, because his uncle, the story of his great grandfather Kunta Kinte and Kimbe Bilongo and all of that. But it's like technology has replaced story time. No more do you have to sit around your grandparents or your ancestors to find out what was y'all doing back in the day. Now you could Google it. 1970 Soul Train. What y'all fashion look like back
all
in the
those
70s?
songs gone, so you know they dying out. So
I don't know. I hope my parents might be banned. I don't know. They
I'm
probably
glad
had
it's something that can make me feel like
everybody was
what
banned.
is that
in the
that's
70s.
blending with your background? It look like a sword.
I'm sorry.
What is that?
Measuring
That shit
tape,
is
a measuring tape thing. What
Uh-oh.
you call it? Because it's yellow.
It me,
It's
yeah.
just-
That's
yeah,
I
that's
ain't know.
cool.
What the hell that was. I ain't know what the hell that was.
What the hell was that?
They're a sword.
But yeah, them people are dying out. So them generations are slowly almost gone. Ain't nobody almost around no more to tell you about nothing back then. That's
Yeah.
So I hope
Even
everybody
the
get all
old
they can out the
And then
deal
it'll
before them
disappear
people
off.
go.
Then it'll disappear off the internet.
The other thing is people ain't talking no more.
Yeah.
Shit, we texting and that's it. Ain't no more talking. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't no kid got the attention span to sit down and listen to his grandmother when they got a phone in their hand. You know what I'm saying? Or a tablet or a TV or what you call it, you know. Back in the day, you used to have to sit out on the porch. It wasn't all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You sit out on the porch and your grandmother told you stories. You know? At least
And
that's how it
that
was.
mentality wouldn't have let you been in the house at the table on that shit all day anyway.
Exactly.
Hell no, you couldn't get on the game. My mother
Damn
used
sure
to
couldn't
take
stay
the
in the
power
house.
cord, like that, the power the game up and leave the game there, so we won't know. We'd be ready, sit down, get the hitting the button. Like why they? And like she took the power cord. Ain't nothing you can do. You know, you start finding extra power cords when she do that. She was mad as shit. We done figured it out. Like yeah, you took the cord. We got another one.
Y'all seen that TikTok shit they be doing where it got the kids today asking questions about the 90s when he's
Man, that shit be
funny as shit.
Yeah. He was
What's
like,
the Sega?
hold up. You went outside and when you come back in, what do you mean? What do you mean when street lights come on?
Right.
Like what is that?
Yeah,
what time is that?
How about the one that tried to? How about the one that couldn't do the cassette tape or dial a rotary phone
at
all?
Oh, get out of here!
The Joe was
they told him. He told him to dial a number on the rotary phone, and you should have seen his two sons. That shit was funny as a motherfucker.
Nah, the part was he was like, well, what'd you do if you got thirsty? A water hose. He was like, what? It was like just any person's house? What do you mean?
Right.
Yeah, I was dying laughing. I was like, yo. It was like, yeah. It was like, so what if somebody tried to snatch you? What do you mean y'all didn't get snatched? What do you mean?
Yeah.
And then the lady was like, we were a lot smarter than y'all. He was like, what does that mean? She was like, well, do you want to go to my van and get some candy? And he was like, yeah. I was like, exactly. Exactly. I was like, yo, that's crazy though. But yeah, my son said the similar stuff to me. He was like, I was like, yeah, just go outside. He was like, until when? I was like, until the street lights come on. He was like, what are street lights? You know what I'm saying? or that time he got in the car and he was like, "Yeah, I got in my your uncle's car," and he was like, instead of pressing the button, they got the joint. You go like this to roll the window down.
Roll the window.
Yeah,
He was
They
excited.
love that.
yeah. He was like, "Yo,
Wow.
that was new." And don't forget about the kid that took back his car because his iPod wouldn't, his iPhone wouldn't charge in the charger, and it turned out that the iPhone charger was a tape deck. He was sticking the iPhone in the tape deck, trying to get it to
Oh
charge
no, I
his
ain't know people was
iPhone.
that far removed from technology. I know you could be
That
born
guy
after a
too
certain
old
time,
for
but I ain't know
him.
people was that far
What the
removed.
hell is this? What the hell? I'm gonna play
He
one before
brought
we
the
get
car
out.
back because the charger didn't work.
Oh
This
damn.
one, I don't know what this one was about. We
There
can
you
play
go.
one before we go. It is
All right.
be fun.
Answer them to the best of your ability. What is a beeper?
A beeper, like with something like beep.
Okay. Mackenzie, what is a DVD player?
Like you put something in the TV and it plays something.
Okay.
Dang, that's so
Marquez,
vague.
what is an AOL?
Architect of literature.
What was the question? What is the what?
AOL.
AOL.
A burnt CD, like a burnt CD.
Okay, what is a burnt CD?
A CD that's burnt.
What is Yellow Pages?
Oh man.
What is a Sega?
A Sega, it's a game console.
Gotcha. Okay, what is a rotary phone?
A rotary phone, a phone that you use while you're on the road. One of those phones in like the room where they got the benches.
Okay. What is a collect call?
Like you have a list of phone numbers and you just pick one.
Okay. What's a fax machine?
Oh, what's wrong with that girl head?
I wasn't gonna even say that. I noticed it 3 questions ago.
Who is TLC?
Now you're looking for it.
TV, like the kind of TV.
I'm watching the screen so
What is
hard.
a Walkman?
There you go.
Okay, how do you rewind a?
So they just not gonna say nothing about that, huh?
No.
You gotta take it out and then
Oh, you see it in the comment to the right of the
you gotta
video.
rewind it with like the screw things on there.
Who just called to say I love you?
My mother.
Okay.
Alopecia, she has.
What group
Alopecia.
was Justin Timberlake a part of?
One Direction.
No.
She said One Direction.
What was the only game that you could play on a Nokia phone?
Tetris. Wait.
No, that block game where you can the ball. I thought go left and right. You guys.
Nah, it was Snake.
Oh,
It was
Dial
solitaire.
numbers in like a phone and you call it.
Answer them to the best of your ability.
Yeah, it was
I
Snake.
can't believe there's kids that's under me that can't answer these questions that don't know what that is.
Yeah, Snake was
Damn.
like that.
Yeah.
Damn. I remember you fucked somebody up if you got on a house phone while they was on the computer. That shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there everybody heard
Man.
it.
Get on who on the house phone? Get on the house phone. I'm trying to send an email.
Oh, you hold that
Then-
line up when no
Yeah.
call waiting. They be like, who on the fucking phone? I'm
Oh
waiting
yeah.
to call.
Vicky father used to get called the operator to interrupt the phone call because Vicky would never click over.
Oh
And they
man.
operated. Look, operators. There's not operators like that no more. They used to be dialing 911. Do y'all remember when you used to be able to dial the time and the weather
Yeah. On the house phone, yeah.
on the house phone? Right. You can dial the time and the weather. Like, what time is it? I don't know. I was 301 322 1234. I mean, it was some crazy easy number like that.
You can look right at your phone now. Ain't no point.
Yeah. You can ask that bitch across the room to call somebody for you. You ain't gotta get up
That is
nowadays.
so true. We are up. Our time is up for today. This was a Turned Up Tuesday. on the Morning
Was
Mac
it?
Show. And I'm so glad you guys came by today. Tomorrow is Wellness Wednesday, where we gotta try to give you all
down Tuesday.
tips and information. So let's talk about, before we leave out, we got enough time to go around the room to find out what everybody's got going on or what's coming up. But what we got going on, I should say, what's coming up.
Funny Man Green.
No, Marley has the fires up.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
Was rolled up. David looks so different when he's in the car and with no hat on. That almost don't look like David.
That's the same nigga that's always on here.
Still look bald to me.
Yep. Same nigga as always.
This is right here.
I just hope he'll fall asleep while he driving.
Man.
Oh gosh.
I know. Goddamn. Fall asleep backing out the driveway. Goddamn it. Anyway, the Authors Expo. Let's see. Where we have our actually very own Althea McFarlane. This will be her chance to be able to sell some of her books, push some of her merchandise there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be, I know they're going to be, giving y'all the platform to be able to discuss, y'all book and y'all reasoning for doing the things y'all do. But she's going to be putting a lot of people on the map. Lady J is going to be putting a lot of people on the map with this event. I think it's going to be a nice little event. I'm excited to see what gets, sold at your tables, what merchandise you can push, whatever, you can get off of you to the people. But this is your chance to meet author Althea McFarlane for those that haven't already ran into her. This is going to be in the Sharon Auditorium. This is 5814 Harford Road in Baltimore. You can hit up the What Up Baltimore Cash App link, or you can hit up Lady J's Zelle at 443-297-4753 to get a ticket for the Authors Expo. Also on Eventbrite, you can get tickets as well.
I got tickets as well, so you can hit me up for tickets.
Yeah, those that know Reese or attached to the show, you can get it directly from her, so she can clear her the tickets she's trying to sell.
Can I ask a question, Althea?
Yes, sir.
So, do you know? Are they going to have like a moment where you just exclusively going to talk about, or people just come to your booth and you listen and talk about the book?
She's going to interview each author. It's me and like 4 other authors, and she's going to interview us. She's taping this, so she's going to interview you. You will get a chance to ask questions and all of that. So she's giving each author time. And if you're not able to make it to this event, she has it where you can stream it. You can still watch it from wherever you are, home or whatever, streaming it and everything. And your $15, the tickets are only $15, and that includes dinner, guys. So your $15 admission it includes the dinner and all that good stuff.
So you really should just say you paying for the dinner and getting all those amenities with it, because like Molly was saying, like you really just paying for your plate and you get all of that stuff that comes with your dinner, really, because it's not, that's dope though.
Yeah,
that's dope as I don't know about.
So
dinner included, whatever. It's cool. August 24th through the 6th. Summer Saver Day poolside comedy show hosted by the Gwen Factor. For this event, she has 2 separate dates. It's going to be July 26th and August 23rd. Dinner's at 5 p.m. Showtime is at 6 p.m. At the front gate, letting you in will be Althea McFarlane. So she'll be telling her jokes and having conversation and everything with everybody, welcoming everybody into this event. I hear that this event does well every time that she has one, that everybody enjoys themselves. Nice property and stuff as well. Say it's Rodney. I was going to say one of the people that actually went to one of her poolside events. So, I'm excited to see if I can get to one of these, because I like to swim and everything.
Lit, and you get the pool party after. Don't forget the parties after. You get the after party included as well. And there's drinks.
Oh, yeah, that part.
There's liquor, there's food, there's fun comedy and stuff like that. And I like the fact that even afterwards you get to talk to a lot of the comedians and party in the pool after that and have a good time. So
yeah, that's what's up. So it's two separate chances for everybody to be able to go. July 26th, August 23rd. Again, the dinner portion starts at 5 p.m. Showtime starts at 6 p.m. From what I believe, it is free to RSVP, but that's how you mark. You count yourself as someone that will be attending, so she knows, I guess, how to, do everything she needs to do around the event. So please RSVP if you do see this at
That's the only
3:01.
way getting in was with the ticket. So if you're not like, because she's counting like everything, and she wants you to get your ticket early before the event. She has an early bird special going right now. You can buy 2 shows for for one certain price. I don't know what price it is. You would have to contact her for pricing and all the seating and all of that stuff. So yeah. Definitely with that. And she only doing it for 2 days. And 2 shows. That's one in July and the one in August. So
You repeated what I was
You just said me on the next slide.
we sorry for a nominal fee. We don't we talking about the nominal fee that you have to get the tickets.
All right. So you want me to tell you the price, or you want to just if they want to call?
Do you like? I think it's 80. Do you know the price for this
75,
year?
It's 75 a show, but if you get both shows, you can get them for 125.
No, she went up $5, so it's 80. She had to go up $5, but if you're a comedian, for $25, you are welcome to come in, but you got to pay the ticket. That's the only way you'll eat and drink.
Yeah, because you get food and liquor, so 75 is cheap when you go out and get food and liquor. For me, it is as much as I drink, but it's a good time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I already booked my hotel. I booked my hotel yesterday. So I'm gonna be going. I'm gonna be out there August 3rd to see Chow Bout and y'all. We go back to the other flower. That's what I said. I meant to say October.
You said August.
I'm sorry. Both of them close enough. But Bout Got Jokes Productions Cutting Up in the Creek, hosted by LA Josh Preston, and also starring Chow Bout. But our great Althea McFarlane will be out there as well, and the headliner Jordan Bishop, October 3rd. Doors open at 7 o'clock. Show starts at 8. It's 3353 South Military Highway, Chesapeake, Virginia. And the Beast One will be attending, and I'm happy to see y'all. I got that. I went with that sketchy hotel on the ocean, so we'll see.
Oh, you talking about that Seahawk?
Seahawk Motel.
I ain't got breakfast downstairs. I ain't fucking with y'all.
I just wanted to be on the beach, so I wanted to be on the beach and wake up to the ocean, and I want a balcony. So I plan on really celebrating. And out of town, it'll be my 25 wedding anniversary. So yeah, we plan on going skydiving. I got to lose 10 more pounds between now and then, so I'm about to be eating salads and stuff all the way up until then. Try to lose 10 more
get
pounds.
Them poses down right on Mondays. You lose that 10 pounds. You got to get them poses and shit down pat. You can lose that 10 pounds real quick.
I've lost, so I started off at 318.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm down to I weighed myself yesterday. I'm down to 257. So I gotta get down to 245. Really is where I need to be.
You might as well plug Monday since you're talking down.
Oh yeah, okay. Mondays at what fucking time is it? 6 o'clock? I can't even remember. Tucker Road. Monday 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. You're right. Monday 6 o'clock. Tucker Road. You can come down to Tucker Road Park in Oxon Hill, Maryland, where the ice skating rink is. You can just look up the ice skating rink, Tucker Road, and come down. It's 1770 Tucker Road. And outside you can do yoga in the park. Let me tell you that the young lady who's doing it is super hot. That's the only reason why I'm there. But I'll be there Monday at 6 o'clock getting my stretch on. It's great for the body, great for the mind. It's a great reset to get your work week started correctly. Yesterday was a thunderstorm, so we didn't have it. But you know, you can come check it out, and you can follow her at the Zenden 80 on all platforms, and that is my lovely wife Victoria. And come hang out. You know, watch me on a stream struggle as I try to get these poses down, and be a great supportive husband. So there we go.
And for those of you who have physical restraints or disabilities like myself, you are welcome to do it in a chair. So I can bring my folding chair out and be able to do the same poses that they're going to be doing in a chair. Roddy, you might be trying to chair with me. Get in the chair.
Very beginner friendly. So it's not like, you know, if you don't know nothing about yoga, it's very beginner friendly. I like that I do like that she makes it accessible for people that, like you just said, that have disabilities, that still want to do some yoga, still want to do some stretching too. But yeah, I'm going to definitely have my honor somebody drop me off so I can start doing Mondays, because that's not too far away from me when I looked on Waze. So
yeah, and it's a huge age group too. Because usually I say it's about 20 to 25 people that come out every week.
Yeah.
And out there, and I mean it ranges from 20-year-olds to 70-year-olds out there. And they and you know, last week I had this man that comes every week with me. He gotta be at least in his 60-something. And when I was struggling, trying to hold myself up, he just giggled at me. I was like, "Dad, man, you know, I'm struggling over this joint." He was like, "Come on, brother, you got it." I was like, "All right." So you know, it's crazy. You know, if you get out there and you start doing it and get that exercise right, you be good. Even me, you know, I'll be struggling a little bit, but it's still. I felt a lot better after doing it. So you know, you just got to get it done and feel good after it. So.
That part.
Yeah. And October 3rd, I will get a Uber to the comedy show, because I know Choutbau's going to try to drink me under the table, but you know.
We could toast to celebrate, and not only that, we're going to be celebrating Molly's birthday, celebrating the whole month.
Okay, and we got something else here. It's a Virgo party. Comedian headliner Teddy, hosted by Funny Man Green. Okay, this is Funny Man Green's thing. All right, maybe he should say it. I didn't know who.
I'm the headliner on this.
I didn't get there yet.
We didn't get to that. Damn.
Oh, because he said comedian headliner Teddy.
I didn't say nothing. It does say headliner, but it does say headliner comedian Teddy. But okay, Althea is also the headliner too. And I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is in these pictures. My bad. I don't know who that is. Althea McFarlane. That ain't Althea. When was that? When was that picture taken? Anyway. And David Funny Man Green. That ain't him either. I don't know. And JoJo. I don't know that. All right. Anyway, we get to the people that may actually look like this, but you got the Playboy Tariq, the Playboy Higgins, Kathy and Nancy Frazier birthday. Are they? We're celebrating their birthday. Okay. The hip hop comic, Farrah's going to be on the show, and I know goddamn well that ain't Nemo. So I don't even know I don't know who these pictures are. Where you get these pictures from?
That's when he was an early bloomer instead of a late bloomer. That was a different time frame. Don't worry about it.
She's breaking her comedy virginity on that show.
All right, you popping that thing.
All right, so it's Frazier's birthday comedy show. This event is BYOB. Tickets are $30 at the door. You can get it Friday, September 12th at 8 o'clock at the Virginia Avenue Event Center, 249 Virginia Ave, Cumberland, Maryland. And come hang out and have a good time and actually see what these people look like, because they don't look like these pictures. All right.
And David Green, where is this headliner Teddy? Because you just locked him in, and you told me on the show that I was the headliner.
Well,
we're not gonna do that on the live. Let's go ahead and get off of this joint, because we passed our 12:30 time. Y'all can talk about that shit in the back room.
It was said on the show. I'm just saying.
Tune into the show where the vibes
Now you off that first thing. I don't even address nothing that happened on the live. Now you are the headliner after the joint.
That's a typo.
Yeah.
There you go. Please come see Althea McFarlane. She is headlining September 12th at 8 p.m. at the Virginia Avenue Event Center in Cumberland, Maryland.
It's a nice flyer, though.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a nice flyer full of people that don't exist. It's gonna be real disappointing once you see me.
Bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise. Fuel for your fire when the world feels sour. Spinning the tracks of your
How come you don't see JoJo's one braid in his picture?
Because maybe it's wrapped around the bun or something, or maybe it's chilling out.
It's in the back. It's going straight down.
I need Reese to put that wig on. That wig look good.
Yeah,
the other
I'm
one's
trying to coach variety a
look
little
really
bit.
good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who that is right there, but that out there, I'm trying to meet her. I'm trying to meet that out there right there.
Hell yeah, she like,
hello, how you doing?
This is fine. She got some
look like this outfit. That outfit look like when you say shit.
New ideas.
She like smack her.
Fuel for your fire when
That's
the
that
world
kind
feels
of
dark.
that's that we see
Spinning the
right
tracks
there.
of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the morning.
Got her
Mac
hand
Show.
out like she's jiggling some balls and everything. that
Whatever
outfit
kind
look
you
like he down for that Freaky Friday. That thing out.
That's
outfit,
out there
yeah.
right there. That's Deep So Maggie right there.
Look, that picture is back when she was getting dick. That's what dick dude was getting. That's how she's glowing in that picture. You know what I'm saying? Had some inspiration back then and some casual swag.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Peace.
You know that was